In the wake of a transformative era for Chinese animation, Ne Zha 2, 2025 emerges not only as a sequel to a beloved myth, but as a bold reinvention that expands on the themes of destiny and identity introduced in the first film. Where the original celebrated a defiant challenge against fate, a youthful outcry against predetermined paths, this new chapter delves deeper into the burden of destiny. Ne Zha is no longer simply a rebellious figure. He is portrayed as a tortured soul struggling to reconcile his past failures with the weight of the legacy he must carry. The film's narrative uses his inner turmoil to explore what it truly means to be predestined and yet free to choose one's path, reflecting on the universal tension between self-determination and the inescapable pull of history. As the story unfolds, Ne Zha 2 distinguishes itself in the global animation landscape through its cutting-edge technology and daring artistic vision. The film leverages state-of-the-art CGI, high dynamic range, HDR, imaging, and even experimental augmented reality, AR, elements to create visuals that are both breathtaking and emotionally charged. This technical mastery, combined with a narrative that is unafraid to challenge traditional conventions, positions Ne Zha 2 as a milestone for animated cinema. One that not only appeals to Chinese audiences, but also speaks a universal visual language that transcends cultural boundaries. Narrative evolution is one of the film's most notable achievements. In contrast to the more straightforward, emotionally driven plot of its predecessor, Ne Zha 2 weaves multiple storylines together. The narrative is no longer confined to the single journey of Ne Zha. Instead, it introduces a mosaic of interrelated arcs. Alongside Ne Zha's personal struggle, the film explores the dynamics of family conflict, particularly between him and his father Li Jing, who embodies the weight of traditional values. This tension between rebellion and responsibility is further enriched by new characters with international backgrounds, adding layers of cross-cultural conflict and collaboration. The result is a multi-threaded narrative that reflects a more complex and interconnected world, where personal destiny is inextricably linked with broader societal forces. However, with greater ambition comes significant challenges. The filmmakers faced immense pressure in animating a sequel to a film that was a monumental success. One primary challenge was scaling up the production without sacrificing the depth of the original's emotional core. With a story that now involves a tripled character count and multiple subplots, including intricate details like the design of A.O. Shun's blade armor, the technical demands soared. Over 1,900 visual effects shots were reportedly required to bring the new world to life. While these VFX sequences elevate the film's spectacle, they also run the risk of overwhelming the narrative if not carefully integrated. Director Yang Yu's insistence on preserving an ugly design for Ne Zha, a deliberate choice meant to challenge conventional beauty standards in animation, adds another layer of complexity, as it forces audiences to confront raw, unfiltered representations of struggle rather than polished, idealized heroes. Culturally, Ne Zha 2 carries significant implications. Its narrative, the ongoing battle between individualism and collective responsibility, resonates deeply with contemporary audiences, particularly among Gen Z, who often feel marginalized by a society that labels and confines them. The film's blend of traditional Chinese myth with modern storytelling elements, including Sichuanese humor and even internet memes, has sparked debates. Does this fusion enhance cultural authenticity or dilute it? Many argue that the infusion of local humor and cultural references not only grounds a myth in a distinctly Chinese context, but also provides a relatable lens through which modern viewers can interpret age-old themes. The film's global box office success, eventually making it China's highest-grossing animated film, signifies a major cultural shift, a bold statement that traditional narratives can still command global appeal when reimagined with contemporary sensibilities. Moreover, Ne Zha 2 manages to appeal to international audiences by reinterpreting universal themes, destiny, identity, sacrifice, and rebellion, in ways that resonate beyond its cultural roots. The film's visual language, its exploration of complex moral dilemmas, and its richly layered narrative are designed to transcend geographical and cultural borders. International viewers are drawn not only to its cutting-edge animation, but also to its raw depiction of human struggle and resilience. While the film is deeply rooted in Chinese mythology, its exploration of existential themes creates a common ground for global audiences. It asks universal questions. How do we define our destiny? Can we forge our own path in the face of overwhelming odds? These are questions that resonate with people around the world, making Ne Zha 2 a cinematic experience with far-reaching implications. In terms of storytelling, the film marks a clear evolution from its predecessor. The original Ne Zha was celebrated for its daring reinterpretation of a traditional myth, its clear, emotionally charged narrative, and its groundbreaking visual style. Ne Zha 2 builds upon this foundation by expanding the narrative scope. The film introduces a destroy heaven and earth ethos that contrasts with the original's defy fate message. While the first film was a rallying cry for individual rebellion against predetermined destiny, the sequel takes on a more cataclysmic tone, suggesting that the very fabric of the heavens and earth must be reshaped to achieve true freedom. This radical shift in thematic focus is underscored by character arcs such as A.O. Bing's sacrifice, which has sparked debates over whether it reinforces or subverts the yin-yang dynamic that has been central to the series' mythology. One of the most intriguing narrative dilemmas is how the film reconciles the tension between individualism and collective responsibility. Ne Zha's journey is one of personal rebellion and defiance, yet the film also emphasizes the importance of community, illustrated by the efforts to save Shentanguan, a symbolic representation of collective hope. This interplay is at the heart of the film's emotional and philosophical inquiry, challenging audiences to consider whether true liberation can be achieved through solitary heroism or if it requires a united front against systemic injustice. From a production and design perspective, Ne Zha 2 faced the daunting task of tripling the character count while still maintaining depth and coherence. One notable example is the intricate design of A.O. Shun's blade armor, a detail that required extensive conceptualization and technical refinement. With over 1,900 VFX shots reported, the filmmakers invested heavily in visual effects to elevate the film beyond the achievements of the 2019 version. These shots enhance the immersive quality of the film, yet some critics argue that in places, the visual overload risks distracting from the narrative's emotional core. Director Yang Yu's creative decision to preserve an ugly design for Ne Zha is particularly noteworthy. By rejecting the conventional standards of beauty, Yang Yu challenges the audience's perceptions and forces a confrontation with the raw, unfiltered nature of the hero's inner world. This choice has sparked both admiration and controversy, as it redefines what it means to be a hero in animated storytelling. The cultural impact of Ne Zha 2 has been profound. Its blend of traditional Chinese myth with modern narrative techniques has reinvigorated discussions on cultural authenticity and the evolution of Chinese cinema. On one hand, the film's distinct Sichuanese humor and the integration of popular memes have made it relatable to younger audiences, particularly Gen Z, who see in it a reflection of their own struggles with societal labeling and marginalization. On the other hand, some purists worry that such modern elements might dilute the film's deep-rooted cultural identity. This tension encapsulates the broader debate about the Fengshen cinematic universe and whether its appeal can rival that of global franchises like the MCU or DCU, or if its impact remains too regionally specific. Market-wise, Ne Zha 2 has dominated the Spring Festival period, setting unprecedented records at the box office. This dominance offers critical lessons for China's film scheduling strategies, demonstrating that well-timed releases combined with robust marketing can catapult a culturally rich film onto the global stage. However, the film's financial success also raises questions about the influence of U.S.-China tensions on its global rollout, such as potential tariffs or censorship issues that might affect international distribution. Furthermore, the film's success appears to signal a broader shift toward techno-traditionalism in Chinese storytelling, a model where cutting-edge technology is harnessed to enhance traditional narratives, setting new benchmarks for visual storytelling and cultural export. The marketing strategy behind Ne Zha 2 has been as ambitious as the film itself. Over the past weeks, trailers, behind-the-scenes footage, and interactive social media campaigns have generated a frenzy of anticipation. Influencers and cultural commentators have dissected every frame, fueling fan theories and debates that have kept the film in constant public discourse. This aggressive digital marketing has played a pivotal role in ensuring that the film's message reaches a global audience, reinforcing its status as a cultural phenomenon. Yet the immense hype also carries risks. If the final product falls short of expectations, the backlash could be severe, affecting not only box office performance, but also the long-term reputation of Chinese animation. Looking to the future, the success of Ne Zha 2 raises expectations for subsequent installments in the series. The film's bold narrative experimentation and technological innovation set a new benchmark, suggesting that future installments may delve even deeper into the interplay between destiny, identity, and the transformative power of myth. Audiences now expect a continuation of this rich, layered storytelling, one that pushes creative boundaries while remaining firmly rooted in the cultural traditions that define the Ne Zha legend. The film's performance will also influence global perceptions of Chinese animation, potentially paving the way for more ambitious projects that blend traditional narratives with modern digital artistry. A particularly striking thematic evolution in Ne Zha 2 is its shift from the original's defy fate message to an ethos of destroy heaven and earth. While the first film celebrated the spirit of rebellion against predetermined destiny, the sequel posits that to achieve true liberation, one must shatter the very constructs of order and power. This radical reinterpretation challenges audiences to reconsider the limits of individual agency and the possibility of rewriting destiny on a cosmic scale. In this context, the sacrifice of A.O. Bing, a character whose actions have sparked intense debate, becomes a focal point for discussions on the yin-yang dynamic that has long underpinned the series. Does his sacrifice reinforce the idea that destruction is a necessary prelude to renewal, or does it subvert traditional notions of balance and harmony? The film does not provide easy answers, instead inviting viewers to grapple with these contradictions and reflect on the nature of power, sacrifice, and redemption. Moreover, Ne Zha 2 masterfully reconciles the tension between individualism and collective responsibility. Ne Zha's journey, marked by personal rebellion and fierce defiance, is juxtaposed against the broader narrative of community survival and the need to save Shentanguan, a symbolic bastion of hope and unity. This duality is a central theme of the film, illustrating that while the fight for personal freedom is crucial, it must ultimately be aligned with a collective effort to overcome systemic oppression. This narrative balance not only enriches the film's emotional depth, but also reflects real-world struggles where individual aspirations and communal needs are in constant negotiation. From a production and design perspective, the challenges were immense. Increasing the character count dramatically while maintaining narrative depth proved to be a Herculean task. For instance, designing elements such as A.O. Shun's intricately detailed blade armor required painstaking craftsmanship to ensure that even the smallest visual cues contributed to character development and story progression. Over 1,900 VFX shots were integrated throughout the film, a technical feat that elevated the visual experience significantly compared to the 2019 original. Yet, some critics argue that while the visuals are impressive, there are moments when the sheer volume of effects risks overshadowing the film's narrative and emotional coherence. Director Yang Yu's insistence on preserving an ugly design for Ne Zha, challenging conventional beauty standards in animation, has sparked both praise and controversy, prompting a re-evaluation of what truly constitutes aesthetic excellence in modern animated storytelling. Culturally, Ne Zha 2 has made an indelible mark on Chinese cinema and beyond. The film's seamless blending of traditional Chinese myth with contemporary narrative techniques resonates deeply with a generation that is increasingly grappling with issues of identity, marginalization, and societal labeling. Its infusion of Sichuanese humor and contemporary memes adds a layer of relatability for younger audiences, while still paying homage to the rich cultural heritage that defines the Ne Zha legend. In this regard, the film is not merely a commercial product, it is a cultural statement, one that signals the growing global influence of Chinese storytelling. The emergence of the Fengshen cinematic universe, as discussed by some commentators, raises the question of whether this new model can rival the universality of the MCU or DCU, or whether its appeal will remain predominantly regional. While only time will tell, the ambitious scope of Ne Zha 2 suggests a strategic move towards a more globally integrated narrative framework. On the industry and market front, Ne Zha 2 has delivered a resounding message about the potential of Chinese animated films. Its overwhelming success during the Spring Festival period offers valuable lessons for film scheduling and marketing strategies within China. By leveraging traditional cultural celebrations and aligning its release with peak viewing periods, the film has maximized its audience reach and box office performance. At the same time, the film's global rollout strategy is being closely scrutinized, especially in light of current U.S.-China tensions that could impact international distribution through tariffs, censorship, or shifting political sentiments. Analysts note that while these external pressures present challenges, they also underscore the film's importance as a cultural ambassador capable of bridging diverse markets. Furthermore, Ne Zha 2 appears to signal a broader shift toward techno-traditionalism in Chinese storytelling, a model where cutting-edge technology is harnessed to reinvigorate ancient myths, creating a hybrid aesthetic that is both modern and deeply rooted in tradition. Marketing has been another cornerstone of Ne Zha 2's success. Over the past 2 weeks, a carefully orchestrated campaign, encompassing teasers, behind-the-scenes features, influencer collaborations, and interactive fan events, has generated an unprecedented level of buzz. These efforts have not only increased the film's visibility across various digital platforms, but also fostered a dynamic community of fans who actively engage with every detail, from plot hints to production techniques. The marketing strategy has been both aggressive and nuanced, ensuring that while hype builds steadily, the film's core message remains front and center. This dual focus on spectacle and substance is critical in a media environment where viewer expectations are higher than ever. As we look toward the future, the success of Ne Zha 2 sets a high bar for the entire franchise and for Chinese cinema at large. The film's innovative approach, melding traditional myth with modern storytelling, combining high-tech visual effects with deep emotional narratives, raises the question of what future installments might look like. Will the series continue to push boundaries, evolving its narrative to explore even more complex themes of destiny, identity, and social responsibility? Early indicators suggest that the filmmakers are already contemplating new directions, hinting at a sequel that may further integrate interactive elements or even expand into a broader cinematic universe. The potential for Ne Zha 2 to influence global trends in animation is immense, and its performance could well dictate the strategic direction for future Chinese animated films. One particularly striking thematic shift in Ne Zha 2 is its evolution from the first film's defy fate message to an ethos of destroy heaven and earth. This radical reinterpretation challenges audiences to consider whether true liberation requires not only rebelling against a predetermined destiny, but also dismantling the very structures that impose that fate. In this context, the film's depiction of sacrifice, exemplified by characters like A.O. Bing, has sparked intense debate. Does his selfless act reinforce the traditional yin-yang balance, or does it signal a new paradigm where destruction is a necessary prelude to rebirth? The narrative tension between individual rebellion and collective responsibility is palpable, as the film intertwines personal sacrifice with broader societal implications, asking whether the salvation of one can lead to the redemption of many. Production and design elements further underscore the film's ambitious scope. With the character roster significantly expanded compared to the 2019 original, the filmmakers had to innovate continuously to maintain depth and coherence. The design challenges were formidable. For example, creating detailed, multifaceted costumes such as A.O. Shun's blade armor required meticulous craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. The staggering number of VFX shots, reportedly exceeding 1,900, not only elevates the film's visual impact, but also poses risks in terms of narrative continuity if overused. Director Yang Yu's insistence on maintaining an ugly design for Ne Zha challenges conventional norms of beauty and animation, pushing audiences to confront a raw, unidealized vision that reflects the chaos and imperfection inherent in the struggle against destiny. This design choice, while controversial, has been hailed by many as a courageous departure from the norm, reinforcing the film's overarching themes of imperfection and relentless defiance. Culturally, Ne Zha 2 resonates on multiple levels. Its blending of traditional Chinese myth with modern narrative techniques has ignited discussions about authenticity and adaptation in the era of globalization. The film's infusion of Sichuanese humor, internet memes, and contemporary cultural references speaks directly to Gen Z audiences, many of whom feel marginalized by conventional cultural narratives. By addressing themes of societal labeling and the struggle for individual identity within a rapidly changing world, the film captures the zeitgeist of a generation in search of meaning and self-expression. At the same time, its ambitious scope, encompassing a Fengshen cinematic universe that aspires to rival established global franchises like the MCU, has prompted debates about regional specificity versus universal appeal. Can a story so deeply rooted in Chinese tradition find resonance on the global stage? Early indications suggest that while cultural nuances may pose challenges, the universal themes of destiny, rebellion, and redemption transcend geographical boundaries, offering a rich tapestry that appeals to audiences around the world. Industry and market considerations also play a critical role in shaping the film's impact. Ne Zha 2's dominance during the Spring Festival period has provided invaluable lessons for film scheduling and marketing strategies in China. The film's performance is not only a measure of its artistic merit, but also a barometer of the shifting dynamics in global cinema, where Chinese films are increasingly vying for international recognition. Yet, geopolitical factors such as U.S.-China tensions continue to cast a shadow over its global rollout. Issues like tariffs, potential censorship, and varying international regulatory standards could impact distribution and revenue. Moreover, the success of Ne Zha 2 may signal a broader shift toward techno-traditionalism in Chinese storytelling, a paradigm where cutting-edge technology is harnessed to breathe new life into ancient myths, setting a new benchmark for the industry. Marketing strategy has been a crucial component of Ne Zha 2's success. Over the last 2 weeks, a series of meticulously designed promotional campaigns have been deployed, ranging from captivating trailers and behind-the-scenes glimpses to interactive social media events and influencer partnerships. These efforts have generated tremendous buzz and helped create a global community of enthusiastic fans. The marketing campaign has succeeded in elevating the film's profile well beyond its domestic market, positioning it as a cultural export that redefines Chinese animation for an international audience. However, the aggressive build-up also raises the stakes. If the film fails to meet the high expectations, the backlash could be severe, affecting both its box office performance and the broader perception of Chinese animated films worldwide. Amid all these layers of production, narrative, and market strategy, one must ask, what new themes might Ne Zha 2 explore to keep its narrative both provocative and relevant? The film seems poised to expand its thematic exploration by shifting from a message of defy fate to one of destroy heaven and earth, suggesting that achieving true liberation may require a complete upheaval of the established order. This transformation challenges viewers to rethink the nature of destiny and the possibility of reshaping the world through radical change. Alongside this, A.O. Bing's sacrifice introduces a nuanced debate. Does it reinforce the established yin-yang dynamic or subvert it, pointing to a more complex interplay between destruction and renewal? The film also grapples with reconciling Ne Zha's individualistic rebellion with the collective responsibility symbolized by saving Shentanguan, a representation of communal hope and solidarity. On the production and design front, scaling up the character count while maintaining narrative depth has been a formidable challenge. The meticulous design of elements such as A.O. Shun's blade armor required extensive work to ensure that every detail served the dual purpose of enhancing character identity and enriching the overall narrative. With over 1,900 VFX shots integrated into the film, the production team pushed technical boundaries to deliver a visual experience that surpasses the 2019 original. Yet, while these innovations elevate the spectacle, they also risk overwhelming the story if not carefully balanced. Director Yang Yu's decision to preserve Ne Zha's ugly design is a deliberate subversion of conventional beauty standards in animation, a move meant to emphasize raw, unfiltered authenticity over polished perfection, and to challenge audiences' preconceptions about heroism and aesthetics. Culturally, Ne Zha, too, embodies the struggles of a new generation. Its narrative speaks directly to Gen Z's experiences of societal labeling and marginalization, using both traditional myth and contemporary cultural references to forge a dialogue between the past and the present. The film's integration of Sichuanese humor and internet memes is seen by some as a refreshing, authentic touch that grounds the myth in modern reality, while others worry it may dilute the cultural specificity that gives the story its unique flavor. Furthermore, the ambitious concept of a Fengshen cinematic universe raises the question of whether this approach can rival global juggernauts like the MCU or DCU, or if its appeal will remain too regionally confined. The answer appears to lie in the film's ability to strike a balance between the deeply traditional and the fiercely contemporary. From an industry and market perspective, Ne Zha 2 offers critical insights for film scheduling and release strategies. Its dominance during the Spring Festival has already demonstrated the potent combination of cultural timing and innovative marketing. Yet, this success is tempered by external challenges such as U.S.-China tensions, which may affect international distribution through tariffs, censorship, or other geopolitical pressures. Analysts are closely watching whether the film's groundbreaking use of technology and its ambitious narrative can sustain its momentum in a competitive global market, and whether it signals a shift toward techno-traditionalism in Chinese storytelling, a model that marries high-end digital innovation with ancient cultural narratives. Marketing has played a pivotal role in the film's triumph. The multi-platform promotional campaign, characterized by compelling trailers, engaging behind-the-scenes content, and interactive fan challenges, has created an unparalleled level of buzz around Ne Zha 2. This strategy has not only amplified its visibility, but also fostered a robust, engaged community of fans. The campaign's success underscores the power of digital marketing in shaping global audience perceptions, yet it also places enormous pressure on the final product to live up to the hype. As we contemplate the future of the Ne Zha series, expectations are high. Ne Zha 2 is poised to set a new standard for animated storytelling, with its ambitious integration of advanced VFX, multi-thread narrative, and deep cultural commentary. The film's exploration of themes, ranging from destiny and identity to rebellion and collective responsibility, opens up exciting possibilities for future installments. Audiences and critics alike are eager to see whether this film will not only redefine the myth of Ne Zha, but also inspire a new wave of globally resonant, culturally rich animated films. Moreover, the film's Destroy Heaven and Earth ethos represents a dramatic evolution from the first film's Defy Fate message. This shift challenges the audience to consider whether true liberation demands not just resistance, but the radical reimagining of the established order. The sacrificial act of A.O. Bing, for instance, has sparked debates over whether his ultimate sacrifice reinforces the traditional yin-yang balance or subverts it entirely, pointing instead to a more chaotic, transformative power. Simultaneously, the narrative wrestles with reconciling Ne Zha's individualistic rebellion with the necessity for collective responsibility, a duality that lies at the heart of the film's philosophical inquiry. On the production side, the challenge of tripling the character count without losing narrative depth was formidable. Every design element, such as the intricately crafted blade armor of A.O. Shun, had to be meticulously rendered to add layers of meaning while preserving visual coherence. The extensive VFX work, with over 1,900 shots, elevates the film's visual narrative, though some critics note that in certain moments, the barrage of effects risks overshadowing the emotional and thematic content. Director Yang Yu's insistence on an ugly design for Ne Zha, a deliberate departure from conventional heroic aesthetics, serves to challenge established beauty standards in animation and provoke a deeper engagement with the character's internal struggles. Culturally, Ne Zha 2 continues to be a mirror of contemporary society. It reflects the Gen Z experience, an era marked by rapid change, societal labeling, and a yearning for authenticity. The film's clever incorporation of Sichuanese humor and modern meme culture serves to ground its ancient myth in the realities of today, appealing to a young, digitally savvy audience while still honoring its traditional roots. This delicate balance between old and new is central to its cultural impact, as it invites viewers to question established narratives and embrace a more fluid, inclusive identity. In the industry, the film's performance during the Spring Festival and its subsequent box office dominance have set a powerful precedent for Chinese cinema. It offers a clear lesson on the importance of strategic scheduling, robust marketing, and the ability to harness cultural moments to drive audience engagement. Yet, as global tensions between the U.S. and China persist, questions arise about how such geopolitical factors might impact its international rollout, including potential challenges related to tariffs, censorship, and distribution restrictions. Despite these hurdles, Ne Zha 2 is seen by many as a harbinger of a new era in Chinese animated storytelling, one that is bold, technologically advanced, and culturally resonant. The marketing strategy behind Ne Zha 2 has been as ambitious as its production. Over the past 2 weeks, a multi-channel promotional blitz has captured the global imagination. Trailers, behind-the-scenes footage, interactive social media campaigns, and influencer partnerships have all contributed to creating an unparalleled level of anticipation. This strategic use of digital marketing not only boosted the film's visibility, but also created a vibrant online community where fans actively discuss and dissect every detail. The campaign has proven that when executed with precision, marketing can be as crucial to a film's success as its artistic and technical merits. Looking toward the future, Ne Zha 2 sets high expectations for the next installments in the series. Its narrative and technological innovations signal a new direction for the franchise, one that promises to push the boundaries of animated storytelling even further. Future films may explore even more complex themes, incorporate interactive elements, or expand into a cinematic universe that rivals global franchises like the MCU or DCU. The success of Ne Zha 2 will undoubtedly influence the strategies of Chinese animation studios and shape the global market for animated films in the coming years. In conclusion, Ne Zha 2 2025 is a landmark achievement that redefines what an animated film can be. It expands on the themes of destiny and identity by delving into the personal and societal costs of rebellion and transformation. It stands out in the global animation landscape through its seamless integration of advanced technology, intricate storytelling, and culturally rich narratives. The film's production overcame numerous challenges, from technical hurdles to creative conflicts, all while maintaining a bold vision that speaks to both traditional myth and modern sensibilities. Its success not only cements its place as China's highest-grossing animated film, but also signals a paradigm shift in how Chinese cinema engages with global audiences. With its dynamic marketing strategy, innovative narrative structure, and deep cultural impact, Ne Zha 2 invites us to reconsider the power of myth in a modern world and offers a tantalizing glimpse into the future of animated storytelling. As viewers around the world continue to absorb its message, Ne Zha 2 becomes more than just a film. It is a cultural phenomenon, a statement about the evolving nature of identity, destiny, and artistic expression. It challenges established norms, pushes technological boundaries, and sets the stage for future cinematic explorations. In an age where global interconnectedness is reshaping the way we tell stories, Ne Zha 2 is both a continuation of a legendary narrative and a bold new chapter that reimagines what is possible. Its influence will ripple through the entertainment industry, inspiring a generation of filmmakers and audiences alike to dream bigger, challenge conventions, and embrace the transformative power of art.